Hey, we are live.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Dr. Jazzman1, and I'm here with Richmanz. Now, we've done live stream together like a couple of weeks, or was it last year, or was it this year?
I think it was twice this year. One in like early this year, and one in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah. So today is the 30th anniversary of Cartoon Network, and today we're going to be talking about them. So, like, as you can see right here, I have my Ed and Eddie shirt on. Now, let me tell you, this one was a classic to watch.
Yeah.
Even starting from the beginning in 1999. Now, let's just say that. Now, let's talk about the characters for a minute.
Mhm.
For example, there's Ed, the tall guy.
Tall one. Yeah.
He's into sci-fi and everything. What do you think?
Yeah. I loved Ed and Eddie. My favorite one was Double D. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double D. Yeah. Double D was the favorite. He always wore the hat. I love Double D. Yeah. Double D.
Yeah. But what really got me was Eddie. This guy right here. He always comes up with schemes or like scams that scam people out of money. Like I never realized how bad he was. I saw some Mojo video about the great things Eddie has done.
Yeah. He always found ways to like, as you said, scams, and he would run these like games to kind of get money for his like schemes. Yeah.
But what got me was the picture show, the fun, what cemented the whole Ed and Eddie franchise.
Yeah.
And I really don't know if I want to spoil anything for anybody, but for those who hadn't seen it, they probably need to go watch it. I'm not going to say rock or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not how.
For sure. Yeah. No, Jazzman's right. It's one of like the top iconic shows on Cartoon Network that's been there without a doubt. For sure.
When like if they want to see it, they need to go look it up. I think it would probably be on.
Yeah, what would it be on now? HBO Max. Yeah, a lot of the Cartoon Network shows. One of my favorite ones as well, Johnny Bravo. Like I was watching that in preparation for this class.
He's probably the beast.
Oh,
all the muscle, the sunglasses,
the muscle, and he's amazing. I love the dude, the sweet hairstyle. I always try to get the Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, and he talks like he's like Elvis and everything. Like,
yes.
Elvis is.
Yeah.
Every time he talks to a woman, he gets knocked out.
I can, Jasmine, you gotta tell me. I could never understand because here he's a big muscular guy. He's in good shape, but every time he can never get the woman. Like, why? Why is that?
I don't understand. I don't know. No. If you saw one of the Cartoon Network promos growing up, you would see him talking with Vella from Scooby Doo.
Yes.
Now, in my opinion, I think those two had a great connection. I guess when they met, it was on a Johnny Bravo special. And I'd say they kind of connect.
Yeah. No, I really think I really love the girl who keeps tagging along Johnny Bravo. I forgot her name. Do you remember Jasmine?
Yeah.
The one with the red head.
Susie. I think that was her name.
I think that was her name. Yeah. She's always like, Johnny, can you help me with this? Johnny. I'm busy. I'm busy, Mom.
Why can't you just? I mean, like, what's your problem? Why you gotta be like that, George?
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. And he also had that friend, the one with the glasses. I forgot he had brown hair, blue shirt, but his name escapes me now. I remember Jeff.
I think. Let me see if I can look that up.
Yeah, sure.
I think I know.
Yeah, I think he was like a next door neighbor, maybe in the neighborhood or.
I think his name is Carl.
Carl, yes, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. Cough. Yeah. Point genius. Super intelligent. Yeah.
And then there's Pops.
Yes. Pops who owns the diner. The restaurant.
I think the later episodes of Johnny Bravo were probably one of my favorites. The,
Sure.
the one that created in 1997.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine which
Yeah.
series, what era was better.
Yeah, there were so many good episodes. Because I remember when Johnny Bravo started watching that, like Dexter, which is probably one of my favorites. Dexter and Powerpuff Girls and
The
what was
Puff Girls.
yeah, Powerpuff Girls was great. That was that was fantastic. Mojo Jojo. Yeah.
Now, next thing that came up, like I think all those shows came in the Powerhouse era
Yeah.
from the 90s.
Hmm.
Yeah, and but that's basically where I grew up on.
Yeah.
That's how my love for Cartoon Network came from.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
not only those kind of shows, but Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah.
Like there was a special called What a Cartoon. I don't know.
What is that? What? A cartoon. Yeah. I remember that cartoon short.
That was the platform for all the cartoons.
Exactly.
I like when we had Oh Yeah cartoons, that was a platform for them as well.
Exactly.
So, talk about that in another episode. But anyways, yeah, like Hanna-Barbera and Looney Tunes are the ones that helped the Cartoon Network get to where they are.
Yeah, for sure. Who's your favorite Looney Tune, Jasmine? We're curious. Who's your favorite of Bugs, Daffy, Sylvester and Tweety?
Either, I think it would be Bugs Bunny, but on the other hand,
Okay.
I think I would say probably like Roadrunner. The Roadrunner.
Roadrunner. Oh yes, Coyote, Wile E. Coyote chasing the Roadrunner in the desert. It's amazing. Yeah. So cool. Yeah.
They they helped out like, bring Cartoon Network to where it is.
Yeah. Amazing. And yeah, exactly. What's cool as well is like when Looney Tunes were on Cartoon Network, like Space Jam, great basketball Looney Tune characters, Michael Jordan, that came out in the mid '90s and around the time. So that was amazing seeing them in the movies and all kind of.
Yeah, and all sorts of stuff.
Hmm.
We moved from the Powerhouse to the City era.
Yes.
The City era brought some new cartoons like throughout the years. Like there was, I don't know, was Conan Kickman Door from the Powerhouse era? Did it come out in the Powerhouse era, or was it?
Powers. I think that was in the era before. Powerhouse era was 2000s, right? 2001, 2000. Yeah, it is in the 90s. Right. I think it was before. Because I know that Toonami got released around that time. It was late 90s, right, Jasmine? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, like the ones like the Batman, the animated series, Dragon Ball Z, of course, Gundam Wing, Tetsumiyo, all those ones.
Like
People want to know.
they
Yeah,
came out of the Powerhouse era.
yeah.
Now back to the City era. Now there was Camp Laszlo, My Gym Partners, a Monkey. Now Camp Laszlo, it was created by the same man that created Rocko's Modern Life. Joe Murray.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, I had no idea that he made that series until I saw the. Until I saw the.
You make that one right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
then I remember that Nicktoons to me from Rocko's Modern Life.
Yes, I used to watch that. Yeah, so that was the same. That was the same creator, just now from Rocco's. Yeah, I know that.
Let's see.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What do you think of like Cow and Chicken? Just now.
Okay, it started on that. That show was the best.
That was all right. Cool. Yeah, Cow and Chicken was truly the thing. And I remember they made the bonus show. Like that show. I am Weasel. Yeah, I am Weasel. And I are Baboon.
That was the best.
That was it. Yeah. Classic memories.
So there was a lot. It was crazy. Like
Yeah.
had all the animals in there living
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. There was the red guy. Do you remember the red guy? He was meant to be like yeah. He was always naked when he was walking.
Let's see what else came out.
Mm.
There was a lot more. Like there was Sheep in a Big City. Like I'm not sure if you ever heard of that.
I never heard that. I never shipped in the big city. Which year did that come, Jasmine? Which year?
Like in 2000.
2000. Right. Mm-hmm.
Cowardly Dog.
Okay. Oh, Courage. Oh gosh, Courage is that appeared on the What a Cartoon. The first one was a cartoon short, and they made the series of Courage. Yeah, I remember when the aliens, I think it was the alien duck or swan, came to Earth and invaded. Like I think it was the first cartoon short, Courage, but I was a fan from watching Courage from the beginning.
Yeah. I think
Mhm.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it was a cartoon short. Yeah. Well, Courage.
I forgot what it's called, but it was a cartoon that Craig Bartlett, who made Hey Arnold,
Oh, Hair? Right. That was
that was
Craig
a show that was similar to that. I forgot what it was called.
on Cartoon Network. Let me search it quick. So Craig, Hey Arnold, creator. Hey Arnold, creator. Craig Bartlett, on Cartoon Network. Just checking it now, folks. All right. So he did. Okay, Nickelodeon. And maybe Johnny Bravo. Looks like he was the writer for Johnny Bravo, Dinosaur Train, and
Party
oh
Wagon. Yeah, that's it.
yeah, Party Wagon. Yeah. Shows it. Party Wagon, 2004. Yeah,
That's
Party Wagon.
that's that came out in 2004.
2004. Yeah,
I forgot that.
exactly.
I think
Yeah,
it was a for television movie.
exactly. So oh yeah, there was only that never got theatrical release, right? Just being Party Wagon. Nice. Yeah.
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 So yeah, a lot of stuff came out from the Powerhouse era.
I
Oh,
know.
there was the Graham and Evil show, like Evil Con Carne and Billy and Mandy.
Yeah,
Now,
Phil and Mandy. Yeah, classic. Classic.
Evil, Evil. Now,
Mhm.
let me tell you, when they started doing the Graham and Evil show, they started focusing on attention on both of the shows.
Mhm.
But then they started to put more focus on Billy and Mandy because it became more popular ever since.
Okay. All right.
I think that's what happened. I'm not sure if they did any more of the.
Yeah.
They did Evil Con Carne. I think they still did that.
Okay, man. Yeah. And also, Jasmine, did you watch like they had Cartoon Network had Boomerang, they had Toonami and Adult Swim. Did you watch these ones?
I've watched every single
Okay.
one.
Right. Every single one. Yeah. Nice. What shows did you watch on like Adult Swim? Like, what was some of your favorite shows on Adult Swim?
I think it was Space Ghost and the Brack Show.
Space Coast Coast to Coast. Yeah, you know that. That was the one. I love that one. It was late night. Before we'd go to school next morning, we would watch Space Ghost. Yeah, good memories. Yeah,
And then there was the Brack Show that was based off Space Ghost.
yeah. It's great. Yeah. I always used to confuse him and Batman because they used to look very similar from the Batman animated series.
Oh yeah,
But,
that's what's
yeah.
on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
A bunch of
Yes, exactly.
on Fox at the time.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Was that the same with the Superman animated series, Jasmine? Was that on a Cartoon Network or? Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I know they had the Superman animated series, the Batman, and they had the Justice League animated series. I was watching this when I was in primary school. No, I think yeah, primary school and secondary school. A lot of memories.
Oh yeah, so like I said, so the Evil Con Carne, I was just looking it up. It went from 2001 to 2004.
Mhm.
So after Grim and Evil, stopped, they started focusing more. Like I said, they started focusing more attention on the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and that's what was.
Right. Yeah. There was one other show on Cartoon Network. I don't know if you remember it. It was the young kid who had the imaginary monsters. I forgot it. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, yeah. I would watch this show. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that one.
uh, vignettes or the promos for the show.
Promo. Yeah, they had these little TV promos, and I still watch it sometimes on HBO because I got it on HBO Max. Really cool. Yeah,
There was
yeah.
a show named Kicks Next Door.
Yes.
Now that's one. Now you heard of Kicks Next Door, right?
Yes.
Okay, that one was pretty good.
Right.
I really didn't touch on it. I was trying to do a top 10 video on it. I was trying to,
Right.
I didn't want to get all,
Like, yeah, details into
I,
it. Yeah.
all no. I just want to say what I have to say about it and just move on to the next one.
Sure. What would be your top 10 if it was just for the Cartoon Network shows? Or your top 5? What would be your top 5 shows, Jasmine?
Well, I've already written them down.
Oh, really? Right. I got my list too.
Uh, soon.
Yeah, I got a list too.
Like I put in Chowder. Now you haven't heard of Chowder, right? Have you?
Sure. Which year did that come out, Jasmine?
2006
2006.
or 2007, maybe.
2007. Okay, so more later
Yeah, there was.
generation. Right.
There was
Sure.
a lot of good shows that came into the city era.
Okay. So that's that later. Yeah. No, I think I may have missed this because there was a time I don't even though we're talking about cartoons, I was watching Nickelodeon like around this time, Danny Phantom.
I've done that a lot. I've done that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's there's Whatever Happened to Robot Jones.
Mm,
Like that.
whatever happened
Well,
to Robot Jones? Right.
yeah,
Robot Jones.
there's Mike, Lou, and Oz. Some of that, like
Yeah. No, I remember Robot Jones. It's actually on HBO Max now. Yeah. That's right. Yes. Oh, before I forget, Desmond, I know you're a fan of this, and hopefully you can do a review on this show. If we ever like one time, Teen Titans. What did you think about the Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans series, Desmond?
how on earth was Cartoon Network going to make a spinoff called Teen Titans Go after that?
I don't know. It's just crazy. The original was so good. Like I can't. How can you top that? How?
I don't think there's any question.
Yeah, I was that was probably the show with I think Samurai Jack. That was probably my most watched shows on TV. Who's your favorite character, Jasmine, from the Teen Titans? They had the original five, then they had more. Who's your favorite of the five?
That was
Cyborg, yeah, booyah.
that Robin was. I didn't realize that Robin was in there because he was I won't say sidekick, but partner in crime for Batman.
Yeah. Because it was on the same time, Teen Titans and the Batman the Animated Series. So yeah,
Now,
Robin.
speaking of Camp Laszlo, let's get back to that. Now,
Yeah.
there was Laszlo, there was Raj, there was
Hmm.
Mike. I think those three are probably one of my favorites in the show. Like,
Right,
you know,
right, right.
it's like Ed, and Eddie, you know.
And then he's there, right. That's what means.
So we'll focus on one of them, you know.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. So Ed and Eddie. Yeah,
Edward, Slinkman, and
yeah.
Masawan.
What do you What do you think of Two Stupid Dogs? Was the one that came on Carnivore.
Best show. Yeah.
Yeah, also yeah.
Secret Squirrel comeback. You know, it was based off the 60s.
Yeah. It was based off that. Then it's like a revamp show of it. But yeah, Two Stupid Dogs is great.
Like, now, what do you think of Scoutmaster Lucas? You think he was a good Scoutmaster?
Honestly, wasn't the best. I think it was okay.
Sometimes
Yeah.
he treats Laszlo badly,
Yeah.
but I think it's Edward. Edward. That a lot of us. I could never understand what his problem was.
What his problem was? Yeah,
Like,
he just had some arguments.
Laszlo was just trying to, make the camp more fun and everything. But
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And what was your first? What were your first judgment of Dexter Laboratory? Because they had like 2 seasons that were made by Gendy. I think it was the two. Yes, 2 of the first season. Then they changed directors. What do you think of the original seasons of Dexter's Laboratory?
I say it was quite amazing, watching that all years ago. But
Yeah.
I think that's just kind of a let's see, what can I say?
Mm.
I'm kind of a hothead sometimes, but
Right. He used to get like a very Dee was sometimes just playing around, but he would as I said, he would become furious, like enraged, sometimes,
there was one like there was one thing that I think one of the worst episodes that he ever done was during the Christmas episode. I was like, why in God's name would you try to destroy something like that? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Listen.
Uh-huh.
I believe in Santa Claus, but he doesn't.
He
Like,
just,
why?
yeah.
He just destroyed Christmas for his whole.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was a continuation of that in the episode.
Exactly.
I don't think they forgave him for what he did.
He's too into his lab at times, Like I watched the episode recently when Mandark, so he first appears and Dee destroys his whole lab. Yeah, Dee, that's the greatest, one of the greatest episodes, and the movie as well. Don't forget about the Dexter Laboratory movie. Yeah, they fight Mandark, the different eras of Mandark and Dexter. So it's really cool.
Now there was a lot of stuff on like. Okay, there was Class of 3000. Class of 3000.
Yes. Oh yeah. I grew up on that Jasmine Class of 3000, without a doubt.
Yeah, I grew up on that as well.
Yeah.
Our best rap duo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Class of 3000 was
Now there was Flapjack. There was Adventure Time. Well, I haven't even watched that much of that Adventure Time.
Adventure Time, right.
I've seen some episodes.
Yeah, I watched Adventure Time. It was a few times before. Again, would go to school. Adventure Time would play in the morning. What did you think of as well? This was a good one, Jazz. What do you think of Megas XLR? The big bot. Did you watch Megas XLR?
Say what? Oh, Megas XLR.
Yeah. The guy with the bot and I think the females from outer space. It's like kind of like a Transformers kind of vibe.
Yeah, I haven't even seen much of that.
Okay.
Seen much of that.
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
Right. Check. What about Scooby Doo? Did you ever watch because Scooby Doo had so many series.
So many.
I
don't think anybody. I think that was probably one of the greatest cartoons Hanna-Barbera has ever.
Yes.
But there was. I think there was the Ruby Spears, the group. I think those 4, kind of helped make Scooby-Doo what it is.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I remember they did a crossover with I think it was Batman. I think Batman crossed over, but this may have been the older series, or even the movie.
Yeah, I think there is a movie of that. There is a movie.
Yeah, there's a movie. Yeah, they crossed over. I saw that Scooby Doo and Batman. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. What did you speaking of Batman, Justin? What did you think of the animated series? Like a lot of people regard it as like the greatest, or one of the greatest animated series. What do you think of the animated series?
I think I really love it. I just don't think I can say the whole series.
I can watch it all the time, like you.
I would watch.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Who was your favorite character from the anime series, the Batman, the anime series? Who was your
We got a few. There
right?
was,
Who?
I
Yeah.
think, there's Poison Ivy,
Oh, Ivy was good.
and I think there was Harley Quinn, and
Yeah.
by Mark
Joker.
Hamill.
Oh, Mark Hamill is
Yeah,
the
he's the
original. I think he's the best Joker. Yeah, he's the
for Star Wars, but
yeah.
he went from Star Wars to like Joker. Now that's
The Joker. Yeah, it's a great like transition. So he's supposed to be. I really liked Riddler in the anime series and Two Face. Two Face. Have they emphasis. Yeah. In anime series. Yeah, that was good. And did you watch the Justice League? Batman the Justice League series. Did you watch it as much or? Not? Yeah, yeah, it was great. It was really cool.
so a lot of that we grew up watching. Yeah, we still it's been part of our lives.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, but what really gets me is the reboots and how they
Yeah, it's not.
like for example they try to remake the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, what are they thinking, Jazz man? Like the Powerpuff Girls is a pretty much almost perfect show. Richmanz.
You can't beat the original.
Yeah, sure.
They did have some live action shows on Cartoon Network, but
Right. Yeah,
like
you wouldn't believe this. Like, do you remember Jasmine hanging with Mr. Cooper?
say what?
Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Oh, I don't know if I even seen that.
I see. Oh, right. It's like it came out at the time of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but that I watched that the first time on Cartoon Network. It was Cartoon Network or Toonami. It was a live action, but it was shown on there. I remember back in the day.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but what other live action series were on Cartoon Network? Let me check. Live
well,
action.
I, there was like
Hmm.
there was Out of Jimmy's Head,
Hmm.
Destroy, Do What Would Happen. I remember watching those, including
Oh,
Brain Rush,
right, right.
Level Up, and Incredible Crew.
Yes, 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 yes. I remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Level Up. I remember Level Up. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
Level
came
Up.
out the movie, and then they kind of transferred into a series.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Point blank. Something to that.
And
Yeah, yeah,
kind of, I don't know if I've seen this yet, but I think some people didn't really like how they put live action into
yeah, yeah. I live
cartoons.
action and the animes. Yeah, because I know that uh uh which channel did they show Power Rangers, Jazzman, back in the States? Was it on Fox or Cartoon Network? What was Power Rangers show?
Well, I wasn't really into it. I think
Okay, all right.
I was really into that at the time.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, they used to show that at Fox Kids when I was back in Europe. They used
I
to. It
think
was on
on
Fox Kids.
the Power Rangers.
Mm,
Yeah, but let's see. Now, when you think of the Cartoon Network promos and IDs, which
oh,
one? Uh,
the promos. Well, Jasmine, as you know, they had the Toonami Tom. I know you know this.
the
Uh,
first,
the first one. So the first Toonami Tom, they used to do these really cool TV promos to promote like when Dragon Ball Z is coming out or like they were so amazing. Guys, folks, if you check it on YouTube now, they're still up there, but they
yeah,
are.
I still look at them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Amazing. For the next season for Dexter, Cow and Chicken, you can watch these really cool promos. So yeah, but to answer your question, I really like the ones for Dragon Ball Z. When Dragon Ball Z was on Cartoon Network, you used to get us so excited for the next episode of the new season of that. So great. Anyways,
Yeah. Now, Cartoon Food, back in the day.
mhm.
Um, when I saw one of the pros of Cartoon Network in '95, there was something called Mr. Spim's Cartoon Theater.
Suspense Score Video, right? That was in what year was it, Jeff?
I think it was in the '90s.
90s.
Mid.
Okay. Right. Mid 90s, yeah.
Yep. If you haven't seen it, then feel free to look it up. Feel free to look it up.
Oh, sure. Check it. What was the name?
The one that I grew up on was the Cartoon Theater.
Cartoon Theater, right.
Cartoon
Network Theater.
A bunch of great movies were out. The ones I grew up watching, and they became my favorite ever since, was one of the Scooby Doo.
Okay.
Like there was Zombie Island, The Witch's Ghost.
Witch's Ghost, yeah.
Faders and
that. Witch's Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, those were before I grew up watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost, yeah. They would usually, I remember on Fridays they had like a movies on Cartoon Network. They called it Destination Friday, where they would put like all of the animated series movies. So you see like Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, the Superman movie as well. So I remember Fridays would be really cool.
Oh yeah, the Friday night block, best. Like Talkin Cartoon.
Cartoon Cartoons, it was amazing. I used to love it. Yeah.
And then they had Friday nights, like from the 2000s. The intro was amazing. They had all the Cartoon characters.
It was the best. Who would be your favorite Cartoon Network characters, JAZZY? Who would be like the top 5 for you?
Oh, Jesus, that's gonna be.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm thinking of so many in my mind now.
There would be Ed and Nettie.
Ed and Nettie. So that would be one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 would be Johnny Bravo.
Oh, see, I'd put Johnny Bravo number 1. Like I would put Johnny for me.
The Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, courage is there.
Okay. Let's see. We would be Jesus, that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
It's really tough. I'm trying to think. I think I would put I did a Samurai Jack, which the show's on HBO now. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I think Samurai Jack's gonna be at least my top 3. Yeah, after Johnny Bravo, maybe Dexter, Samurai Jack.
Yeah. The third one would happen to be Chowder.
Yes. For sure. Yeah, that's right.
Choose what character you like and what.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. Maybe I probably put like Cyborg from Teen Titans. That would be my 4. I kept saying Booyah so much, and I was like, where did I get it from? Oh, Cyborg, Teen Titans.
Yeah, like was that? No, it's hard to pick which one cartoon.
Yeah.
Because watching all the different cartoons, and it's tough to choose which ones to.
Exactly. Yeah. So many characters from there. Yeah. So like, what do you think as well? Like Cartoon Network and like Nickelodeon. Like, what shows did you think? Like, what Nickelodeon shows do you think were better than Cartoon Network shows?
I wouldn't say better, to be honest, because I mean, like,
right.
I wouldn't say better because of like,
yeah,
all the great shows and.
Sure. I know. Like their top 5 Nickelodeon shows versus Cartoon Network top 5. Who would win?
No, I think some of the shows that we grew up watching, like, I don't know if we can even touch on one thing. Like,
yeah.
Like, if I were to touch on Ed and Eddie and review it, I don't think anybody would like that.
Sure. Yeah. I was watching both. I remember watching Nickelodeon for Hey Arnold most, and then I'll come on Cartoon Network to watch Dexter. So I would always be channel switching, like, yeah.
I think the only way we could settle that is if we had 2 TVs and then we switch it to.
Yeah, that's the only way, like simultaneously show information.
Simultaneously doing that.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, what do you think of the future of Cartoon Network? Because now 30 years came out roughly around the time I was born, early 90s. What do you think of the future of Cartoon Network?
I'm not sure what the
Mm.
future holds for Cartoon Network. To be quite honest.
Mm.
It's been a while since I've seen, because it's been a while since I've seen some of the Cartoon Network.
Right.
But I hope that it does keep going
Yeah.
as long as they bring back the old shows
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
and the local.
Yeah. I think they should instead of trying to remake or like reboot these shows, they should just show the originals. Like I can never watch Teen Titans Go after watching the original Teen Titans, of course.
Because when I
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, now I get an idea why everybody doesn't like that show.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing that got me and what I liked about it was the song called "Night Begins to Shine." And
Mm.
one episode from Teen Titans Go that I like, or one moment when Cyborg said, "Do not trust that button."
Yes. Do not
Probably
touch that button. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's cool. What did you think of? All right. What do you think had the best intro? Yes, man. The best Cartoon Network TV show intro. Who had the best? Was it Dexter, Johnny Bravo? Who do you think had the best?
I don't know. I really don't. But I think one would be Ed and Eddie,
And then any right?
uh, Sheep in a Big City, Johnny
Mm-hmm. Johnny
Bravo,
Bravo. Yeah.
and the original Teen Titans.
The Teen Titans. Yeah. Teen Titans. Yeah. I would say the same. Probably I would put Samurai Jack. That would be probably the only one I would include. Yeah. I think that one was really cool. I used to love Samurai Jack ones. Yeah. But cow and chicken's one was cool as well. I really like the cow, chicken.
Yeah, that's that's great. They
Yeah,
these shows were amazing. I
yeah.
believe it's been 30 years and we grew up watching them.
I know.
So long. I've not
Yeah,
seen shows in so long.
it's a big part of childhood. Like I can always go back and watch it now. Jasmine, you gotta tell me one thing. Cow and chicken, the mother and the dad, they never had an upper. They never had an upper body like a face or arms. I never understood that. Why?
Well, maybe that's how they wanted the show to be.
Show right. They wanted to make it.
Yeah, kind of like this film from City of Townsville and Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. They never showed her. They never showed her face. The one with the mayor. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hmm. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense in that. Yeah. Powerful.
To keep it like secret so that no
Yes. It's like you're saying, because it was just
power.
always
That was on Tsunami.
Tsunami. Yeah. And what was your favorite ones on Tsunami? Because a lot of shows got transferred to from Cartoon Network to Tsunami. What were some of your favorite TV shows on Tsunami? Jen?
Uh, I think it would be the Dragon Ball
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and Naruto. Oh,
Naruto, of course. Naruto, Shippuden. Mm.
and there was one show called One Piece.
One Piece, Luffy. Yes. Amazing. That's a show.
I love that show.
Yeah. Oh man, that's amazing. Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece. Yeah.
All new ones.
Yeah.
Try to go back and watch the old ones.
The old ones. The original one, I remember watching that. Naruto. That was the definitely. I think Dragon Ball Z came out just before that Dragon Ball Z.
It was
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Did you ever see Cowboy Bebop on? Was it on Toonami? Was it on Toonami or was it on?
on Adult Swim too.
It was on Adult Swim. Yeah, because it's a bit adult orientated. Yeah. So Cowboy Bebop is that's a show. One of my favorites, without a doubt. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what's thinking about it now, like all the Cartoon Network shows. What I know it began in 1992.
Yeah.
Doing research on it. Do you think there will be a documentary of the network?
I would love to see that. I was speaking to one of my friends about this. I was like, there should be like a DVD, like a Blu-ray DVD documenting the whole start to now of a Cartoon Network because they've done that for Disney. Disney have that. I would love to
And
see that.
Nickelodeon's done that as well.
And Nickelodeon has done that. Yeah, if that comes on, I'm getting that for Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get that for Christmas, the Blu-ray.
I might read that as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for sure. $50, no problem. I'll get.
But if it's in $100, then
Maybe a bit too. I think it'll be maybe 50. I could imagine it'd be 40, $50, maybe $3. And that would be amazing. I'd love to see the and that. But yeah, I agree. Yes, I think 100%. Everyone's growing up with Cartoon Network, just like me and you, Jasmine. So I think it's important that they do make a documentary of the 30 years anniversary. Yeah.
more importantly, let's talk about some other shows that went on.
Sure.
We also talked about Foster Home for Imaginary Friends.
hmm
Yeah. Now there was a lot of great characters to choose from. Like there was Mac and Blue. Mac
Yes.
and, like do all that.
Yeah.
But sometimes Blue can be his own worst enemy. Like he does.
Yeah. He was his own. He was like a. he was his own problem. He would make like these problems for himself most of the time in there. Yeah.
Oh, but I think there was a lot of. There were 2 episodes about Mac. Like, no, I can think of. That was his sugar craze.
Sugar craze. Yeah, I think I remember that episode. Yeah, this is a long time ago.
Blew through a party.
Yes, that's the one. Yes, I remember. I remember the party in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one was in Halloween.
Oh man, it was on Halloween. Halloween's around the corner as well now.
Yeah. Now that came in my head just now. How when Mac had those sugar craze. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was great. Imaginary, yeah. Foster Home for Imaginary Friends is definitely on the top of the current generations. Everyone seems to know that, and of course, Bill and Mandy, as well.
Yeah, after that Grimly, yeah, I think we did touch on that, but
Yeah.
hey, but we didn't touch into all of it.
Yeah. What did you think of Grimm? What did you think of Grimm and Bill and Mandy?
Funny at its best.
Right.
I never get tired of watching it.
I'll watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Even the movies were great. Like the Big Book, this Wrath of the Spider Queen. That one probably the Spider.
Yeah. Yes. Like Bill and Mandy was. That was showing the same time because Bill and Mandy was 2001, right? Just after the 90s era. I think it was 2000. Yeah, I can't remember, but I remember what I was in high school. No, I was in primary school around this time. Yeah, I remember. Sometime around then, Jasmine.
Yeah, it was in 2000.
It's 2001. Okay.
2001.
Got it. Nice. Okay. Yeah. No, that's amazing too. For sure.
Okay, I'm just looking this up. It says, the Grim and Evil format faded from existence in the series.
Okay. Right.
They both separated into their own shows. Yeah, but Evil Con Carne only lasted for till 2003, and then Bill and Mandy, kind of skyrocketed after that.
Yeah, that was a very popular show. Like that was, cool. I remember that, because I the same time that was on, And the same time I was watching Bill and Mandy Jazz, man, Invader Zim, which I know you're a fan of, that was on Nickelodeon around the same time. So I used to watch Bill and Mandy and Invader Zim on this competitor, Nickelodeon. Yeah, 2001, I remember Invader Zim came out. Yeah.
I think before any episode starts, you see Mandy talking in the dark,
Hmm.
like a woman.
Yeah. It's an iconic show. It's iconic. A lot of the Cartoon Network, they just got a lot of iconic shows that people will still watch in 30 years, in 20 years time, 50 years. Like there's so many, and I know, as you said, it's hard to choose which is like the best character, best show because it's a handful. There's so many. It's hard to choose. Yeah.
I just don't think I just don't get enough of watching them.
Yeah, I can never stop watching them. I watched Dexter just 2 days ago because Jasmine. I was like thinking like, oh, no, it's already 30 years, and when Jasmine told me, I was like, oh, really? It's 30 years anniversary. So I watched like Dexter and HBO, and I watched on Man.com. I was like, I felt so addicted, like I could just watch the whole series again from start to finish. Mhm.
I think that's all we covered on here.
Yeah, I think we covered all, man. Yeah, yeah. I think it was a good talk, man. I think the people who are watching this, if you got free time on this weekend, definitely go back and watch some of these shows on these Cartoon Network shows that are on like HBO. You will really bring you back to your childhood. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my Saturday. I'm gonna watch some Cartoon Network shows. Yeah.
Other stuff as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna continue Dexter's, and I want to try watch Teen Titans again. That's what I'm trying to find. I don't see it, but maybe I can watch it online. I really want to get back to watching Teen Titans from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, well, there are some shows, cartoon characters that we do need to thank for
Yeah.
bringing Cartoon Network. I think it
Yeah,
was the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Looney
yeah,
Tunes,
yeah.
all the stars that helped make Cartoon Network what it is.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. That's
Because they were with Cartoon Network in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was this other show that I haven't seen yet. It's called the Moxie Show. I don't think I've ever seen
The
it.
Monson Show. I think let me see. Cartoon Network. The Monson. Moxie. Oh,
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Moxie Show. The Moxie Show. Yeah, 1993. Right, and it's with the. Wow, he looks like Crash Bandicoot. Moxie. American. It was Hannah. So it's a 3D animated show featuring Moxie and Flea. Oh, Chris Rock voiced it. Interesting.
yeah.
Right, right.
Well, no, it's been so long.
It's been a long time, yeah. It's a Moxie show. This is like the time of Ren and Stimpy. If you folks know Ren and Stimpy, Nickelodeon, Moxie show was around this time. Mm, the Moxie show era. Yeah, Chris Rock. Yeah, Chris Rock did one of the voices for the characters.
I didn't know Chris Rock was in it.
Mm.
There was and then there was Big Bad. I'm not sure if you ever heard
Big Bang. No, I never heard of that one, Jasmine. Which year, which era did that come out? Hmm. I didn't see that one.
at the old house it was on.
Right. Yeah, no, I never saw that one. I don't know if that came on. I never saw that one. Yeah, yeah. Moxie show. It looks familiar. Like I may have seen like a TV spot or a commercial, but yeah, maybe I'll even watch some on YouTube later today.
If we can find it, if we can find one, I don't think I can even find one.
It's hard. Some of the rare shows are, unless someone uploads it, it can be hard to get back. Hard to rewatch again. Teen Titans. That's the problem I'm having now. The original Teen Titans. I can't I can't find it nowhere. Can't find it nowhere at all. Mhm. Yeah, so yeah, man. So I think we said pretty much all, man. Like any final words?
Let's see. Any last thing you want to say about Cartoon Network?
Yeah, no, I just want to say like anyone who I think it's more impactful for the people who grew up like in that like 90s. For me and Jasmine who were born at that time, we really grew up with like the Dexters, the Johnny Bravos, the Ed and Eddies, of course. So it's a big part of our childhood. But if you were even maybe born later, like in the 2000s, I think you would really love a lot of these iconic Cartoon Network shows. And 100% as Jasmine, mentioned earlier, they definitely need to make a documentary of the rise. Cartoon Network. I would love to see that. Yeah.
See,
Hmm.
I think you know, Cartoon Network is still the greatest. The
Yeah.
powerhouse
100%.
with other networks.
Yeah.
You know,
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
never goes away.
Yeah.
Never goes away.
Yeah, I still win. As much as I love Nickelodeon as well, it's like Cartoon Network was. I think I started watching Cartoon Network a bit before, and then Nickelodeon came after. So Cartoon Network still means. Not saying Cartoon Network is better than Nickelodeon, just that I watched it before. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you watch all of them, you cannot compare it.
But I know it's too hard. Like I said, yeah, I love shows from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. So yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, guys, I think we've, I covered everything we need to know
Yeah.
about Network and its 30th anniversary. I
Mhm.
want to say happy birthday to Cartoon Network, by the way.
Birthday. Hmm.
And well, I think that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome, man. Thank you, Jasmine, for coming on your channel, man. Talk about Cartoon Network, man. And yes, appreciate it.
I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. That's it. Yeah, and I like definitely subscribe. Subscribe to Jasmine if you haven't already. Check his videos. He does awesome content. Awesome videos. Yeah.
Richmanz, yet I highly recommend you look at his channel and you subscribe to him as well.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, keep it retro. Keep it retro, Jasmine style. Keep it retro always.
logic.
Yeah, keep it the
All right. Thank y'all very much.
Peace. Take care.